Hey everybody, Eddie J on crypto. A lot to talk about. We're gonna try to keep it as short as possible. We kind of know what's going on, right? So we've got Microsoft, Jack Dorsey, and Block. We have the stock market just, I don't know, tanking before the FOMC meeting. We have all eyes on FOMC, truthfully. So let's start with Microsoft. Here's a company that beat on numbers in a major fashion. They didn't just beat their numbers; they crushed their numbers, and still they were tanking before they announced their numbers, and they were tanking after. I'm having a hard time understanding, but whatever. It's you've got traders that are overreacting, overselling. You have algorithms that are doing whatever the heck algorithms do. Algorithmic trading. Um, that's something to think about. And I talk about the stock market because it's still correlating to cryptocurrencies and we're still being affected by similar things. Now, the good thing is that the crypto space actually went up today. It went up a little bit. I mean, it's come back down, but it did go back up. Um, and we'll show you the number. I'll show you the numbers in a little bit. Not a ton to talk about at the moment, but tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow really is the day. Jack Dorsey, a few days ago, I saw something in Digital Journal, and apparently Jack Dorsey is interested in helping people mine or making it easier for people to mine Bitcoin. Let's take a step back and understand what's going on here. You have countries that want to ban. I mean, there's some countries that are embracing crypto and embracing Bitcoin, but you have other countries that are saying, nope, don't want it, get out of here. Um, you have the EU, a lot of the EU countries are starting to look at Bitcoin because the idea of crunching numbers for proof of work versus proof of stake, proof of work takes a lot more energy, and they're looking at it from a climate change perspective, and I can't blame them. Um, that is how they should be looking at it. Does that mean I want Bitcoin to go away? Not at all. I think there's a happy medium. I think Intel is going to make some major moves with their products. I put that in a video a few days ago. So that could help with mining. But I really do think that, proof of work takes a lot of energy, and it is what it is until it's not. You know what I mean? Hash rates have to be high and all that good stuff for Bitcoin to work well. Um, that's the reason why altcoins exist, right? Or that's one of the reasons why altcoins exist, because other blockchains move faster, consume less energy, and we can move on from there. Um, but about this whole Microsoft tanking thing, it's killing me. I'm still tracking. I'm still trying to get over that because common sense says company does well, company should do well with their stock price, and they're just getting hammered. Um, Jack Dorsey and his thing. Hey, kudos to you and Block. I don't get it. I think it could be a little difficult. Um, whether you're using somebody's mobile device or their computer, you're still enabling something that is going to drain energy. Um, there are a lot of privacy and security concerns that I'm going to be thinking about. As that continues to arise, as that continues to come out, I'll have to take a look at that because I know I try to shut down as much as possible for applications that are trying to talk out to the world. So mining is not really my thing. What's at the end of the day, what's really in it for me? Um, but to each their own. It is what it is. But the stock market is going to be horrible until FOMC says something tomorrow, and you have two choices that are going to happen tomorrow. It's going to tank, or it's going to pop up. Those are the two ways that it's going to be. I have not. I've been tempted. Let me rephrase. I have been sorely tempted to invest in the different coins that are out there. You could just let's move over and you can see what's really what's for sale. I mean, just about everything is for sale. Let's just refresh the page. So for sure, we're looking at the latest numbers. But I mean, just about everything is for sale. Solana's going up a little bit after being hammered. They're at 91. Not bad, not a bad move. I mean, 95 rather, not a bad move. I think I saw them once as low as 89, maybe, but I don't quote me on that. But 95, it's a steal if that's what you want to get into. I think Solana has legs. They do have to overcome their outage issue. They've got to figure out how to not have the whole blockchain go down. Uh, that period. That's just the way it is. Um, they've already been flipped by market cap by Cardano. Cardano's having issues with the whole Sunday swap thing, but when you stop and you think about that, they'll work through the whole Sunday swap thing. So I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried, not worried, but I'm more interested. That's the right word. I'm more interested in, can they attract more DEXs? Can they attract, you know, DeFis? Can they do things that will get them, some total value locked and experience that growth that everybody else, in that layer one space has experienced? That's what I'm looking for. So we'll see. Um, but you can look down the line, you know, for up 4.68%. Here's Doge at 14 cents. A couple of weeks ago, they were at 27 cents. So you're talking about, major drop right there. 39% well, basically 40% with that number, over 90 days. But that's big. I remember seeing them at 27 cents. So that's a big deal. Um, who else is up? Avalanche is up, kind of to be expected. Avalanche is a good project to be looking at. SHIB not doing anything, just dropping. Hopefully they pop up. I think, again, when I look at SHIB and I look at Doge has a name behind it, a community that would like to see something happen with it. But truthfully, Shiba Inu coin really has usefulness and utility, and I think eventually they're just going to wind up winning. Matic, you know, at a buck 56. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. Um, at crypto.com, I'm gonna look at them at 39 cents, almost 40 cents. But over 90 days, they're still up over 100%. These are things that I'm looking at as I consider. But what I'm really considering are all eyes on the FOMC tomorrow and what Chairman Powell is going to have to say. At the end of the day, he's going to drive the markets up, down, sideways. That's what's going to happen. Rates aren't expected to go up until I think March, but that's kind of baked in, right? I mean, that's not going to be an impact. That's just kind of baked in. That's going to affect the crypto market as we have so many traders that are moving in this space. And they're traders. Just remember that they're traders. They're not buying and holding and helping everything go along. They're not a part of the community. That's not what they're all about. They're all about the quick buck and everything else, how they can make money. That's it. So when I look at that, I just kind of go, traders will be traders. They're going to affect the cryptocurrency space because if you look at the volume of trading is at a peak when US markets are open, and then it drops when US markets are down. Something to consider. But I'm just waiting for the FOMC, and if the markets pop, then I'm going to hop right in. I'm going to buy a few things and I'm going to enjoy that ride up. And for the coins that I purchased specifically to ride that ride up, I'm going to shave some money, some profit off of those. If the market tanks, then I'm going to continue sitting on the down on the sidelines until, the dust settles. That's really what I'm going to be looking at. Because I think what's really going to happen is, and this is just my own thinking, is that regulations are going to come for the cryptocurrency space, whether it's now or a little bit later. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. The issue really is for those people that are trying to hide the coin that they have, right? The government wants to collect its taxes, and that's just going to happen, right? In the United States, Uncle Sam is going to get his tax money, period. Now, that being said, you're kind of already in that bucket. If you're legal, if you're paying your taxes already, you're already there. There's nothing to worry about. It's the people that are not necessarily paying their taxes that might have something to worry about. And I don't think that's the broader space of the market. So it's something to think about. It's something to sit there and kind of ponder like, okay, so how much of an effect are the regulations really going to have? And that's what I'm looking for. It's not, the quick, this is happening. No, no. I want to know long-term effect, what that's going to do to cryptocurrencies, because there's so much money tied up in cryptocurrencies. People are talking about, oh, how it lost a $1 trillion, over $1 trillion. You know, I don't think so. I think it's lost value, but it hasn't actually lost the money. Most people have not lost their money because most people are holding on for dear life. Most people are holding their coin right now. That's what you should be doing. I'm not selling it. I'm not selling anything. And believe me, I would love to collect some of the money that I'm holding right now. I'm not selling jack. And I'm not going to sell anything until the market comes back and I'm back in the black with across everything. I'm in the black with some things because I got in early, but on other things I'm not. I'm taking a hit. That's okay because I'm in it for the long haul, right? I'm in it for the long haul. Right now, I'm shooting these videos to teach my kids this is what they could be doing, this is what they should be doing, this is what they are doing. Um, but really, I'm not looking at what I've already done. I'm looking at what I'm going to do, right? I'm holding on to my coin. I'm dollar cost averaging when there are dips. I'm kind of scheduling those kinds of things. When they go up, I don't touch anything unless something is just, I'm in it so early that when it goes up, I can buy a little bit more when it goes up, but I tend not to buy things when they go up. I tend to, buy things when they're going down, or when the dust has settled and they've hit the bottom, and that's it. But right now, I'm just sitting on the sidelines until the FOMC gives us a hint as to what's going on. And like I said, you could be really holding on to everything. Tomorrow, everybody's going to be glued to the television. They met today. They'll speak tomorrow to let everybody know what's going on. I don't know what time when Chairman Powell is actually going to speak. I would think that it might be early. We'll see what happens. Um, this is a part of his legacy. This is going to be a part of his legacy, and all eyes are going to be on him, and I think he knows it. So we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm just chilling. Me and my money, we're just chilling. We're waiting. We're waiting. Now, if the market pops up and I can see that I can get in on, let's say, one of the cheaper coins, and I can dump a lot of money into the cheaper coins, and they pop up by a nice multiple, or I think they're going to pop up by a nice multiple, I'll do that if the right news comes out and it goes up. If it goes down, I'm keeping cash. I'm just going to hold cash. Not a problem. I will hold cash for a minute until I see the dust settle, and then I'll get back in. But right now, if you're looking at how the markets are going and what's going on, I'm paying attention to, Microsoft making its numbers and still sinking. Like, what? I think the Azure portion of their money rose like by 40% or something like that. It's a major beat. So they beat on their numbers and they still sank. They sank before, they sank after. And I'm just sitting here and I'm just going, nah, there's too much willy-nilliness going on. I'm going to relax. I'm going to relax. I'm going to wait for the news. I'm going to stick to my guns and just wait for the FOMC to make their announcement, and then I will decide thereafter. Like I said, I think I gave you 9 coins and 2 bonus coins, I think 2 days ago. Check out that video. Hit the like button, subscribe, get the notification. Peep the old videos that I have. These videos are meant to be applicable on a long-term basis. It's meant to share how I'm thinking so that when you think about what you want to do, you have somebody else's real life perspective on what they are doing. I'm not the only person that's dipping into crypto. There are a lot of people. I'm probably one of the people that's doing crypto personally and for my businesses. Like I told you before, my businesses are still going to integrate crypto technology. We're still doing all that. None of that has changed. That business decision will not change. I'm already spending money making sure that happens. Now I got to pay my team, right? Um, so those things are definitely happening. As more businesses come online, as more companies come to my platform and use Revelreach to build their e-commerce platforms, accept crypto, accept cash, receiving you doing crypto because they get their money faster and it's mostly theirs. You pay a small fee compared to credit cards. As more businesses do that, as more business owners realize what that actually means, I think crypto technology is going to take off. Whether it's this year or next year, wherever we are right now, it's going to skyrocket. And the different coins have different utilities, and you can see what those utilities are, and you make your decision. But as always, do your own research. It's okay to listen to another person like me. I'm not a financial advisor. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm doing on my journey, right? Speaking about journey, let's check out that portfolio. Yeesh. Yeesh. You see this? Our performance is negative 22%. But then again, I kind of sit there and I kind of go, okay, great. It's negative 22.5%. That's actually in the crypto space, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. So, how fast can that reverse? I mean, what is it? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I was on the other side of that. I was this number, I was higher than this number on the positive side. Not worried at all. It's just a matter of time before everything just pops back up. But that said, let's take a look at where we are. Everything is in the black. I mean, in the red, right? Every single purchase that we've done, and here's Saitama. We'll try not to talk about that one. It's hurting my feelings the most. Um, but you've got 29%, 18, 45%, 53%. Got some 12s in here. Not worried. Not worried at all. Each one of the coins that I chose for this portfolio, VeChain, Phantom, Gala, SHIB, all of these coins except for Algo, because Algo was just a test between my son and I, but I wanted to have Algo in here to track it. Um, I think Algo ran at 90 cents, not 90 cents. We bought it at $1.42. The value right now is $1.28. Where is it now? It's at 93 cents. I still think it's a great blockchain. I think it has a lot of usefulness. They've got things going on in South America that we can pay attention to. So I'm cool with them. Um, as I continue looking, I just go, yeah, each one of these coins, there's not a single coin in here that I wouldn't purchase when things start to settle. We finally discover what a bottom is and get back in. There's not a single coin here that I wouldn't do that with. And there would be an order in which I would do this, but there's not a single coin on this list that I wouldn't continue to mess with. So that's something to think about. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the likes, and maybe get some notifications about when I drop a new video. I'm trying to do it every day. Once I figured out that I can do it every day, then I'll try to figure out a set time and I'll try to get it out at that set time every day. Have a great day. Invest wisely. Do your own research. Eddie J on crypto.